I am Sam Thomas from last week, Senior Director with Pampered Chef, and I have my partner in crime, Kim Rodriguez, joining us. Are you guys excited to be here? Everyone looks a little slumped tonight. Yeah. So, well, we hope you're excited. We know you guys have probably had a long week, and you guys have a really exciting week coming up with the holidays. And we are ready to get you guys set up for a really successful December and so on. So if you are just joining us, just make sure you're muted. And Kim, I'm going to make you a co-host again, just in case if I'm talking, if someone needs to be unmuted. And we're going to share the screen now.
All right. Welcome, everybody. How is everybody doing? Again, I know, happy Thanksgiving. I just want to say that in the beginning. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. So I just kind of want to get what your thoughts are right now about everything you did this past week. Drop it in the chat, what you're feeling, and be honest, okay? Positive and negative are welcome. Everything is pretty normal. We all go through a cycle of fear and doubt, being overwhelmed, scared, excited, nervous.
I have some people saying it's Monday, they're determined, they're anxious, they're glad they did it, but a little overwhelmed, and that's totally normal. Anybody else? How are you guys feeling? I need to do better with my follow-ups. Overwhelmed, anxious, but slowly gaining focus, ready to keep going, a little discouraged, frustration, but optimistic.
Awesome.
I love the honesty, Kim, that people are sharing here.
Yeah, that's the best policy, right, guys? Because we're real. We are real people. All right.
Kim, I accidentally muted you.
I was wondering if I should stay muted. I'm just joking. All right. So I think we can go to the next slide. Yeah.
Can you guys see a week in review on your slide? Give me a head shake. Does it say a week in review on the top?
Perfect. Everybody sees it. All right. So let's talk about what we did this week. We had the Brenda copy call, bookings talk in that way, and we did the 25 contacts per week. I'm going to assume here that everybody sent a picture to your leader. You had the 10 reach out, 7 wouldn't respond, 3 will respond, 1 booking. All right, I want you to drop in the chat real quick one takeaway from Brenda copy. What was the big aha takeaway?
Okay, Sarah, you said you see my table screen. Okay, then I'm not
changing
that screen. Okay, hold on. Go back.
All right, you took it off. I just see Kim now.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out.
You were a perfect.
Now, do you guys see Brenda copy or a week in review?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We're on the right screen now. Is that all you see? People are putting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. Yeah. I'm trying my new Zoom screen share thing so I can see my notes. So sorry about that. Okay, go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, so did everybody drop in the chat their Brenda copy, their one takeaway? Let me see. I don't know if I can.
I'm trying to get my chat up. Man, I'm having technical difficulties tonight.
All right, belief triangle. So I see some of them. Let me go back in here. All right,
Yeah, and by the way, I see it looks like your notes screen. This is just a quick slide.
I'm trying to make it work. Okay, Kim, I'm gonna have to use the other way.
No, I'm using, I got it on my side.
Okay, sorry, that's fine.
Finding your why. I do like this, finding your whys. Actions determine results. Yeah, definitely the belief triangle was a big, your why, my why. Perfect. right now. Now my screen looks funny.
Okay. So you guys just see the slideshow now, correct? I'm sorry. I just-
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. I see
Okay.
a week in review, 10 reach outs, 7 won't respond.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so our next 4 slides are going to be a review of last week. So can we go to the booking slide?
Yep.
All right, so this is when we get real, guys, in the chat, and we need everybody's participation. Wiki the fingers. How many bookings did you get? How did you get them? And how many more do you need? This is really important that you guys post this.
I see 2 bookings for January. That's good. Someone says no bookings so far. Somebody says 2 reaching out, 6 more needed. Somebody says 4 more needed. Somebody says 3 of 8. Somebody says 2 need 4 more. Awesome. So let us know how many reach outs you guys have done too. You guys have gotten your booking. Some people have gotten their bookings, but some people maybe only did a few reach outs for some of those bookings, and you guys can then see how our number comparison and why we have you reach out to so many people. Right? So, okay, cool.
Yeah, 80 sounds like a big number, but then when we get the exact bookings, right, it looks a little different. My first reach out booked a party. Well, look at you. Pat yourself on the back, Heather. That's pretty awesome. 115 reach outs. I had half response, 1 booking. Awesome. That's really good.
So we will also be going over follow-ups this evening. So hang tight there, guys.
Great. 100
Cool.
reach outs, follow-ups were with about 2/3. 80 reach outs, still working on follow-ups. Awesome.
Cool.
Wow. So it seems to be that 80 was good. All right. Can you now the tracker is key. And I know that everybody's tracker looks a little different. Some of them, used the sheet we provided. Some of them are in notes. However it is, I'm a color-coded girl, so I like colors. So can we, let's see. How did you get organized? Share in the chat. Like, how did your tracker work for you? Was it a good system? How did it make you feel using the tracker?
If anybody wants to share, you guys can come off mute and let us know if the tracker was a game changer for you.
Excel for me, baby. I hear you.
I liked it because it gave me a sense of satisfaction. I'm a list person. So I actually started out checking off my Facebook friends. I figured out how to download that. And then I went to the online form you gave us. And then I felt like I could keep track more concisely with that. So loved being able to print the Facebook friends list out. But then I liked the tracker to feel more accomplished.
Awesome. And I think, was that Andrea talking?
It was.
Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Well, thanks for sharing, Andrea. So I think that a lot of people are saying that they did use their tracker.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a key to organization, guys. It'll be something you use the whole time. So, all right.
Kimberly, I tried something that Linda put in the McGuire's Mover and Shakers page about if they say no, ask them to join your current party. And I did that and 9 people said yes.
That's amazing, Glenda. I think it's a great idea, a great takeaway, and a very big aha moment. Why not? They can't say no. I mean, they get to see what they could do, right? I think it's great. And 9 bookings from that.
No, 9 people joined the party. I got 7 bookings last week, but 9 people joined the current party I had going on.
Perfect.
Awesome. Glenda, I love that you shared that, especially guys, if you guys have a lot of no's or you have a lot of maybes, that is a great way to show people what a party is like. Because a lot of people say no because they don't know what they're getting into. So thank you so much for sharing that, Glenda.
No problem.
Okay.
Perfect. So what promotion are you working for? There's lots of different levels that you could that you can make. Just kind of.
So last week we talked about, you guys, some of you were everybody was here for different reasons, right? So I want you guys to show that we're all here for different reasons. I can tell you from our survey, we had 4 people say they wanted to promote to a senior consultant, 2 to a team leader, 7 people said they want to promote to a director, 1 to an advanced director, 2 to a senior director, 1 to an executive director. And guess what? There's 5 that are not sure. So you might be not sure, and that is totally okay. But we have people of all different levels in here.
And I think that's really great to point out that we're all doing the same thing, but we can get to whatever level we want to. So I just think it's really key that you guys are, and it's okay if you're not sure. I see some of you dropping it. That's good. That's good.
So, okay.
I'm ready to recruit. Well, Tracy, you can recruit. All right, so we're going to talk about the iceberg and the success and what comes with success, right? Nobody ever really sees all the work that goes into it and everything that you're putting into it. Nobody would have seen 160 contacts or the persistency of you asking them or the disappointment of the no's that came. But the dedication and hard work that you guys are maintaining is what's going to get you to success. And success is going to be your bookings. And that's what people are going to see. They're not going to see all of the no's. They're not going to see the time that you spend into it or any of that. So I just kind of wanted to kind of reiterate that it's what you put into it, but people are only going to see your success. So I think that's really pretty key.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. It is bedtime at my house, so you might hear some screaming, but I'm down here working with you guys, so hang tight with me. But I wanted to take a quick mindset moment here, okay? And as we go through this program, there is going to be a moment in that you might second guess yourself or be like, what am I doing? I don't really want to keep doing this, because you are reaching discouragement. And so we want to do a mindset moment through each time in this program, because your mind is powerful, guys. It really impacts the way that you think, and it will impact your results. We're going to get more into the belief triangle next week. I know you guys heard Brenda Copy talk about it, but the first mindset we're going to talk about is stretching yourself. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do, or I'm going to ask, have you stretched? I want you guys to shake your head yes or no in the chat or in your video. Have you stretched yourself this time around? And I want you guys, we're literally going to stop sharing here. And if you have a camera that you can be on, turn on your camera, because I want you guys to everybody stand up where you are and literally stretch your arms up, stretch your legs. Everybody has to stand up. Come on. I'm going to stand up too. Stretch, stretch. Everyone get up and stretch. And there's a reason behind this, guys.
People not getting up and stretching.
I know.
Stretch.
Get up and stretch. Okay. And I want you guys to think about it. When you stretch, the first time you stretch is just kind of like, I'm kind of moving. And then you stretch even further, and you actually probably reach higher than you thought you could, right? You're stretching higher, and each time you stretch, it goes higher and longer. So I want you guys to think about, weren't you all to learn that even though you thought you had stretched as high as you could right now, like there's some of you that maybe came into this call thinking, I've stretched as far as I can go. But look at, you can even physically stretch yourself further if you try. And that is what you're going to find in this program. We're going to ask you to stretch, maybe even farther than you thought was possible. Maybe stretch a little further than outside of your comfort zone. But during the program, again, we feel that you may feel discouraged, but then we're going to ask you to stretch. We're going to take you through accountability steps. We're going to have steps each week to help you move towards your goal. And rest assured, these activities will not only help you to get to the level that you want in your business, becoming a director, becoming a team leader, getting more money from the business, whatever your reason is, these steps are going to help you there, but they're also going to help you maintain continued growth and strong growth. And guys, we'll never ask you to do anything that we haven't done ourselves. So every single director on this call at this point has participated in this program, has done it themselves. They have stretched out of their comfort zones, and the system works. We can guarantee you the system works. So as you continue on this journey, you'll enjoy many successes. And of course, not everything is going to go exactly as planned. And we're going to ask you to stretch and believe in our system. So what I want you guys to now go back to really quick in the chat is, why did you join Pampered Chef in the first place? And a lot of people, I'm going to wait for you guys to put it in there. A lot of people say reduce debt, earn extra money, get some products. In order to get those products, you can get some for free, but you're probably getting some discounted products. Extra money, extra money. We're going to share just a little video from one of our really successful directors in the business. She's actually a national executive director, and she is going to give you some numbers. And this is just to give you guys some inspiration moving forward when you don't want to stretch outside of your comfort zone anymore, or you're tired. We're hoping that this will help. So without further ado, let me pull this up. Okay. Okay, do you guys see a video screen? Shake your head yes or no. Yes, okay. So we're gonna play a little quick excerpt. We're not watching this whole thing, but I want you guys, this is Kristen Waranga, and she's gonna show you just a little bit about what her stretching did for her business and her family.
A little about me really quick. I've been with Pampered Chef for 6 years.
Can you all hear it?
I have a daughter, Harper, who's 7, and James, my son, is 4. I live in a rural town about like 7,000. It's like a dairy town. It smells like cows half the time. But it's about an hour outside of Seattle. It's beautiful little farmland. I worked full time the first 2.5 years in my Pampered Chef business. How many full timers out there? Give some love in the chat if you're a full timer working your business alongside Pampered Chef with your biz. Pampered Chef was my 3rd job when I started. So I had a full-time day job. I worked in the government sector. Prior to that, I have retail management experience and nonprofit experience. I served on multiple nonprofit boards of directors, and I taught fitness classes at night. Like, I love to dance. I taught hip hop and Zumba at night. So Pampered Chef was like my 3rd job on top of all of that. And we used my Pampered Chef income to pay off all of our debt with Pampered Chef. So it was like gravy on top for us for a long time until I quit my job. And then we just recently purchased our dream home on 5 acres. So it's been really incredible to see the journey. So I want to share with you something I think is really inspirational. I'm going to share my income with you each year that I've been in the business. And I don't share this to brag. Like, please don't take it that way. I share this because I want this to inspire you. I saw my national executive director's income in this way I'm about to show you. And it was incredibly inspiring for me. I was like, I'm going to copy exactly what Barb did. So Barb Duke is my national. And what's crazy is that I literally followed in her footsteps. I saw what she made and I knew I wanted to do it. And later I looked back and I was like, this is crazy. I'm getting goosebumps. So I joined the end of August 2014. My first year, I made $9,307. That's it. It was like $775 a month, right? I was working full time. I was waking up early to work, going to my day job, and then Pampered Chef on my lunch break and working in the evening. on Pampered Chef. I was like squeezing it in wherever I could. Year 2, I made 15,858. So I made about 1,300 a month. All right. This was a pivotal point in my business. I did hit director in 2015. So I was a director at this point. But I almost quit. January 2016, I literally almost walked away from my business. I had no motivation to work my business, and I was sitting on the fence, and I literally needed like an act of God to like push me one way or the other. I was on a coaching call with my exec at the time, and I was like, Jana, just tell me what to do. Like, I literally don't know if I should quit, if I should go to this retreat. There was a retreat coming up, and I really had no idea what to do. I ended up deciding to go to the retreat, and that was a pivotal moment for me in my business. If I would not have gone to that retreat, I'd probably not be here today. And I tell my team that, and I say, how many of you joined after 2016? Most of them raise their hand. They would not be here today if I would have quit. Think about you and your team. If at any point you get so low in your journey that you want to quit, your team could be huge in 2 to 3 years. That would not happen if you get up and walk away, right? So I'm so glad I stuck the course. Year 3, I made $49,734, $4,144 a month. This is pretty good, right? This is between year 2 and 3, I quit my job. I had my son in 2016. I quit my job, and my income exploded after quitting my job. And then year 4, I made $90,000, so about $7,500 per month. Year 5, 2019, I made $148,000, so it was about $12,000 per month. Now we're talking pretty good money, right? Like this is a very good living, and I was really happy with my decision that I didn't quit, and happy with my decision to quit my job. But I was another crucial turning point because I struggled to find my why. Like I always was striving for that next really big thing. And I knew national executive was coming. We were getting close to that. And I had an extremely hard time figuring out what I was going to go for after national. I was just like grasping at straws, trying to figure out what was really going to motivate me. And I'll tell my story on how I came to that in a second. But year 6, which we are in currently right now, pretty dang flipping crazy. 341,000 so far this year. That is insane. Like nothing I would have never imagined, like beyond blessed and humbled in this business. Think of what would happen if I would have quit in 2016. I would still be working my day job. I'd be making $4,000 a month take home. And I'd probably be in a job where I was not paid what I was worth, which is what was happening at my day job. It was really hard because I would go interview for jobs because I felt like I was worth more and I wanted a promotion, but there wasn't a promotion available at my job. There wasn't a bigger position. I would go interview for these positions, and it was in Parks and Recreation. That's what I worked in. And I didn't get the jobs that I was interviewing for. And I went back later to look, and I don't know if it was just me and my head, and this is like not dissing any age or gender or anything, but I looked at the jobs I interviewed for. I looked at who they hired after because I was super curious, like who they hire, where this person come from, how much experience do they have? And it was literally all older white males that were hired for these positions that I interviewed for. And it was really upsetting to me, but I also understood that I was in a male-dominated industry. Like I would go into meetings and I would be all surrounded by men. I would be the only woman at the table. No offense to any men on this call right now, right? But like part of me struggled to leave that job knowing that like I would not be representing women in that field, in those rooms where it was all men. But I was pissed. I was like, no, like I need to be in control of how much I make. I'm not going to let someone else dictate how much I make, whether I get the job or not. Like I'm taking control of this. And that was another turning point for me. Like I'm quitting my job and I'm giving my all to Pampered Chef because I need to be in control of my income. So,
Okay. So that was the excerpt that I wanted to do a quick share of really quick. And I know that there were some people dropping in the chat that they can very much relate to working 3 jobs at a time. Anybody else squeezing in Pampered Chef right now into whatever they have going on in life, right? I can tell you, I've been there, done that. So we hope that inspired you a bit to just see what the potential of this business has for people if you continue going through and figuring out always going back to, why am I doing Pampered Chef for me? What is it for me that this is bringing me and my family? So as you guys keep going through those reach outs this week and those follow-ups this week that we're going to talk about, I want you guys to remember that, because if you stop, you could be missing your turning point to making a huge difference in your own life. And maybe you're not looking to replace your full-time income, but maybe you'll meet somebody else that is, and that could be them. So hopefully that was a little bit of inspiration there. And we're going to go through now that you have all these reach outs. What do I do with all of them? Now that I've reached out to them, how many people have lots of no responses? Give me a little wave. It happens. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do with all these. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again, and let me close my Facebook out again because I am beeping somewhere. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go to share screen. I apologize that I was dinging through that. Okay. So we did our mindset moment. Can you guys see my slideshow screen? Give me a little shake. Okay, cool. We had our little testimonial from Kristen. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about what happened this week with your reach outs. And the first thing we're going to talk about is desperation versus determination. And I want you guys to really think about, what were you guys feeling when you were reaching out? And I want you to evaluate the language that you were using while you were reaching out to friends, family, acquaintances, customers, etc. So desperation language is pushy, it's salesy, and it's scared. People know that you're lacking confidence and trust in your own product, your own system, and your own parties, and it focuses on you. It doesn't focus on them. It won't help you get bookings, and it's going to use a lot of phrases like, if you can help me out, I need help, I'm trying to reach my goal, and I just need this. But determination language is the opposite. It's confident, it's sincerely curious and flexible. It demonstrates genuine excitement for your job, for your parties that you're offering people, and for your work. It shows that you have an authentic desire to share Pampered Chef with the world. And this language uses phrases like, I thought of you because, I'd love to help you get, wouldn't it be fun to help you? Determination language is all about your potential host. How can you serve them? How can you solve their problem in the kitchen? And how can you add a little more fun to their day? Right? Especially around the holidays, things get stressful. We're still in virtual schooling. So how can you add fun to their day and their friends' days? So what are you saying? Did anyone determine that they were using desperation language versus determination? Yeah. Is anybody going to rethink what they're saying and using with their hosts or with their friends and hosts and acquaintances? Drop in the chat if you feel that way. So what are you saying? We're going to go over some proper ways to ask. And I know that we had you guys each send your first way that your verbiage or your wording that you were going to use to your director. But when you guys start revamping your wording, I want you guys to think about using fun, friends, free, and then finalizing a date. How many people ended their question or their message with, let me know? Did anybody do that? Be honest. Drop in the chat if you ended it with, let me know. Because that's not quite finalizing. So here's an example of how you can use this. Hi, Beth. I was thinking of you because I know you love to cook. You're making food for the holidays. You love to host parties. You love Pampered Chef. You don't have a lot of time in the kitchen, whatever that is. With our new normal, people are looking to cook at home. Do you think your friends would be interested in seeing what's new with Pampered Chef this fall? Having a virtual party is super fun and convenient for you and your friends. I will share new recipes, tools, and quick tips while you are spoiled with free and discounted Pampered Chef. So I usually end with, what do you think? Are you interested? Would you like to schedule a party? And then once they say yes, I will then say, great, these are my next 2 party dates. If they give you an excuse like, oh, I don't know if I have enough time, then I go and respond with a response to an objection. Okay. So those are some ways, rather than just pushing in those party dates right away and not ending with, let me know, because that makes it optional for them to respond back to you. Okay. So make sure you are including fun, friends, free, and finalizing the date in your message. Okay. So with regards to your messages, you all came up with messages. Did you have trouble finding people to contact? Drop yes or no in the chat. Did you have trouble finding people to contact? If you did, or if you need more reach outs now, I encourage you to go to the bottom of your friends list. Or I heard someone say, is it Andrea that said she printed out her friends list? Yes, Andrea, I saw you do that. So there is a video on McGuire Movers and Shakers on how to download your Facebook friends list. If you have been a consultant for a while, booking parties or booking from your parties or past parties. So if you're not booking from those, are you reaching out to your party guests to create relationships? If you are just having your first parties, here's some tips from the top. Find 5 people in each party to start building a relationship with, okay? So if you find 3 to 5 different people that you just start creating that rapport with, that conversation with. Say they put something like, oh, I love making this for dessert in one of your engagement posts. Say, oh, can you share your recipe? And you start creating that bond, that relationship, and responding to them. So your business page, if you have a business page, invite all your friends. This is an option on the right side. It says invite, and you can just click people to invite to your business page. Okay. That's not a group. It's just a business, and they'll get a little notification if they want to like it. That'll help you reach a couple more people. A VIP group. Go through VIP group members to ask. If you are just joining us, I encourage you to turn your launch party, if it's not in a block party, turn your launch party into your VIP group, or then ask your customers and members to join your VIP group. And that's a great way to start building a community. And then you can start going through your VIP group if you already have one when you need bookings. And then consider going live. This will intrigue your friends and your followers, and use a power tool. So who saw the Black Friday deal this weekend for one of our power tools? If you haven't yet, the quick cooker is going to be a Black Friday deal, guys. So if you have a quick cooker, what do you think you should go live with this week? The quick cooker, even if it's just the very end or taking a picture of what you made. But consider going live to intrigue friends with a power tool, especially this week, guys. People are looking, they're going to go buy that Instant Pot on Amazon. Trust me. But if they see the quick cooker and they know the Pampered Chef name, and they see that it's on sale and you put it in front of them, there's a very good chance they're going to buy that over that Amazon Instant Pot. So go live this week. Use your Franks list. I know Kim talked about this last week. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, and significant others. Those are all people you know through them. Okay, so if you have friends, I think y'all have friends. You can come up with a list of friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors. If you don't have kids, I say, who do you know through your fur babies, right? Your vet tech, if you go to dog park, or have a cat Facebook group that you have a support group for, whatever. And then anybody you might know through a significant other or your support person. And then host your own party. Okay, guys, if you're not hosting your own party this week, you need to get that set up like right after we get off this call. And I encourage you to do one for Black Friday. Do a Feeding America one for Black Friday. Have all your things filter through that. It's a double good deed in that you're helping people get good quality products in their kitchen, and you are helping Feeding America. So host your own party this week and filter some of your friends and family through that. And then remember to follow up using your tracker. So I need some honesty here. Is there anybody who didn't use a tracker this week? Is there anybody who didn't create a tracker this week? And if you didn't, you need to. And it's going to be for your own sanity, guys, because once you start going through your list, it's just going to be hard to keep up with whoever you've reached out to. And if you don't keep a tracker, you don't get a good picture of what people are actually saying to you. You might get a few no's and feel like everybody is saying no. But the reality is when you start going through those numbers in your tracker, that's not the case. So it's really good to track your numbers and to track who you've contacted. And really it makes you professional, because that way, if you're contacting someone, it's not that just you contact them once and they don't respond, so you never talk to them again. You can then follow up professionally, and they know that you are not just in this to be pushy or to just do a one-time sale, but really that follow-up is professional to do, because they know it's that you are really serious about your business. So all the guests at your parties and all the friends and Facebook contacts are potential contacts. If you message back and forth with them, count those as an actual contact. Reach outs are just the people that you send a message to and get nothing back from. Contacts are when people respond. So what it could be preventing you from following up. Someone can come off mute, or you guys can drop it in the chat. What could be preventing you from following up? Anybody?
Hi, this is Deanna.
Hey,
Can you
Deanna.
hear me?
Yep, we
Hi.
can hear you.
So I had someone who told me I was annoying, and literally all I was doing was just sharing my excitement about different items. And I went and I did a in-person demo with products, and they were all excited, and they tried some sauces and some seasonings and looked at all the tools and showed me that they have the money to purchase and they were going to purchase that day. And I mean, that was a month ago. And that's the only person actually that was really like that. But I had someone say I was annoying. So I sometimes wonder, I hope I'm not being annoying to people with the follow up. How do you know that you're not badgering someone? Like, you know.
Deanna, that is a really good question. And I think that you hit the nail right on the head, that that's one person out of probably a lot of people you've contacted. And you don't know where that person was at in their lives. You don't know necessarily what they had going on. Maybe they had a bad day the day they told you you were annoying. And maybe it's the wording. And I think that we're going to go into follow-up wording next. And the best piece of advice I can give you guys is be authentic and be true to yourself with your wording. And there's going to be some people that just maybe don't want to have a party and they just take that perspective, but it's not everybody. It really isn't. And it's people like that, unfortunately, Deanna, that then put some fear into us, right? We've all had that one person that has created this fear or anxiety in us because of that one bad experience. And these bad experiences stick with us more than the positive ones. So we really want you guys to focus on the positive ones and good ones that you've had with following up, and go from there. But I'm going to go ahead and see what is preventing people from following up. I heard somebody say their job. I heard somebody say that they didn't clock out time for PC this week. Let's see. Some people have said finals, that they're busy. The holidays are stressful for some people. So you guys, we totally get that. And so just do your best to plan out your calendar early to make that time. We know we feel you this week. We're not all sitting on our computers doing our business 24/7, but we do know that you have to plan it in. And this is when and how you're going to follow up with people. Okay. So here are just some suggestions. Again, remember to be authentic to you, but these are some tips on authentic follow-up and not being pushy with the follow-up or annoying. So your follow-up. After about 24 to 48 hours of your initial reach out, you guys might be a little beyond that now if you haven't started follow-ups, you would want to say, hey there, just circling back, did you see my message? The reality is people get busy. How many of you have looked at a message in the middle of cooking, taking care of your kids, while you're in the grocery store, while you're driving, and don't respond right away? Anybody? Anybody feel that way? Yeah. So it is always best to say, hey, I just want to make sure you saw my message. If they don't respond to that, I usually say 3 days. Now this says 3 days after the initial reach out. I usually say 3 days after that 24-hour follow-up. Sorry, guys. So about 4 days after the initial reach out. Hey, you must be pretty busy. I don't know if you're seeing my messages. What do you think about offering this fun opportunity to your friends? Okay. So it's acknowledging, that they're busy. I know you could say something like, I know it's really busy right now. There's lots of holidays going on. I just want to check and make sure you're seeing my messages. Don't want you to miss out on the opportunity. What do you think? Again, this is about being you and being authentic to yourself. And really, again, empathizing with what they have going on. And then if they don't respond to that, you then can end your third follow-up after about a week. Say, hey, I definitely don't want to be a nag, but I don't want to drop the ball on my end either. Are you interested in trying a virtual event? What do you think? Do you think your friends might enjoy a party? Please let me know either way. You guys might even add in there, it's okay if you don't want to, just let me know. But I think the best thing here is that you're putting it back on yourself, that you don't want to be a nag, but you're professional, guys. You're following up, you're professional following up, and you know who you're talking to and who you're not. And so they know that you're not dropping the ball on your end and you're taking this business seriously. Okay. So how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about those follow-ups? Drop in the chat. You can come off mute. Any questions about them?
Sorry,
I do want to, is somebody talking?
I'm so sorry. I
No.
can't find my chat button.
Oh, Nadia, I see you. Okay.
So I reached out to a lot of people, and I started off with like immediate friends, and then friends, and then so on and so forth. But my problem I was having this past week was, even with like a follow-up, even with like me just being my silly self and just like sending a gif of me like putting my eyes out there, like, I saw that you saw my message.
Yeah.
Like literally out of 83 people, like 3 people responded to me, and these are like my friends. So and then I even had my best friend, to piggyback off the last lady, said that I think people who sell things online are annoying.
So so I want you to think about again, background. There are going to be people who think about it. I know that there's a gal in my mastermind group that's a Pampered Chef consultant now that didn't ever attend a party until right before she joined. And she thought that same thing. And you can always say to them, can you tell me a little bit of your experience, or tell me about why you think selling online is annoying, so I can best serve my customers and not be that person.
And I already know why she said that. And my director is my sister, Chastity. So I talk to her every day about it. So it's not that that was discouraging to me. And I'm still following up with people. And I mean, even like the few parties that I did book out of the 83, I think it was just like a small setback in my mind, but it is still like, I'm 3 weeks into it. So, it's just getting past those hurdles. But
Hey, Nadia, I think you hit it on the nail when you just said it's just in your mind, right? Like how many times, and you have to think about things like, how many times do we get ads from Amazon? How many times do we get emails from Target. We just keep swiping. Most of the time we won't unsubscribe. We will just delete it. But sometimes if I see something on that sale, I'm going to grab it.
Mhm.
You know, but my frustration is, oh my gosh, every morning I wake up, I have 50 emails and I strategically will go through the ones that look good to me. So I just kind of want to say that's kind of how that verbiage is when somebody says that to you, is that it's just not what they want right now. But when they see the new spring product, maybe they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe. So don't just, it is discouraging, but I just kind of, you just hit it on the head for me when you said it's in your mind, that it's kind of that mind thing, you know, like, all right, I just have to regroup again and kind of go back and keep her still in there, but just, that's why that big tracker would be great to say, hey, in 4 months, I'm gonna follow up with you. It just kind of hit me there because I get so many emails right now. It's kind of
and what it comes down to, guys, is how many of you, I would say that it comes down to them telling you, no, I'm not interested. And then you guys leave it at that, right? If somebody says they're not interested, when we become pushy is when we keep hounding them after they say, no, I'm not interested in this. Okay. Right. So if they are not giving you a response, that comes down to them. It's not on you. It comes down to them being courteous to you and being respectful to you as a friend or as somebody that they know, to just give a response. And that's why that third message, guys, is so important. Okay. That lets them know that it's okay if they say no, that you're still going to be their friend. But it at least gets a response out of them most of the time. And I will tell you guys that statistics show that it usually takes people at least 5 asks to say yes. 5 asks to say yes. Okay. So be authentic to yourselves. You guys are going to get some negative, but I want you to focus on the positive because that's life, guys. There's positives and negatives to life. But guess what? Some of you guys got bookings because you did that follow-up, right? And you just never know. You never know if you give up in the middle, what that could be. So hopefully that helps. Did anybody
Sam,
else?
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I know it's probably not my place to unmute and say something right now.
Fine, Heather.
But honestly, you know, I've actually been doing very well in the business, right? You know, hitting goals, you know, that I didn't even realize I wanted to hit, right? And one party I had from another direct salesperson also, by the way, right? At the end of her party, because I was trying to close it, when I said I was trying to close it, all she was doing was being negative to me and telling me how aggressive I was being. Right. And she said it over and over and over again. Like every message she had to write it. Right. And this isn't how I run my company. This isn't how I treat people. And so it got under my skin. Like, and I had like a terrible weekend because of it. Like a terrible weekend because of it. But at the end of the day, I go back to my Google Forms where I make my little survey and I have like 100% positive feedback. And that's what I have to remember, is that it's not about her saying mean things to me. It's about how I make other people feel, and other people feel good about me. She was just rubbed the wrong way for whatever reason. So yeah, I mean, just keep going, because if I would have stopped that weekend, like,
You could almost be a director right now, Heather.
I know. I mean, literally, I'm one person away from being a director, you know, and I've hit goals that, like I said, I never even knew I was wanting to hit. Right. So, you know, one person can't take you down. Don't let one person take you down.
No. Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Heather. Okay, guys. Well, we have about 10 minutes left. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to our slideshow. Again, we are here to cheer you on. Share your good moments, guys. Share your triumphs in that chat. Share the things that are good that are happening in your business, because that's going to keep lifting you up daily. And we're going to let Kim. Oh, no, I have one more slide. You guys can see it. So again, you never know how close you are So you see this little guy digging and this guy digging, and right before he hit the potluck of diamonds, or the jackpot of diamonds, not the potluck, the jackpot of diamonds, he turned around. So if you don't do that third follow-up, you could be missing all these diamonds here. So just keep going. So with that being said, I'm going to pass the baton to Kim about other parts in our business.
All right. No matter what your personal goals are, booking, selling, and recruiting. Yes, I said recruiting, even though we're trying to get bookings and selling, recruiting are all equally important aspects of this business. We really get caught up in the booking and selling part. And as you get to parties, it's really a great opportunity to share with other people what we're doing. Remember the way when we asked how many of you were host or party guests, what would have happened if the opportunity wasn't shared with you? What would you have missed out on? Drop that in the chat right now. If nobody ever asked you to be a part of this organization, what would you have missed out on? I'm going to assume everybody's just typing away fiercely right now.
Someone said extra holiday cash,
Yep.
meeting new people, all the goodies in Great Commission, lots of free product, meeting great people, lots of Pampered Chef tools, extra cash, reconnecting with people, wouldn't have gotten fun PC products, lots of product stuff, and seeing how good they can do. I love that.
Yeah.
Confidence. It's changing how you view yourself and how great you
Now,
can do.
I want you to think about all the people that could benefit from this opportunity in your life. Okay. This is just one thing. There's so many people out there right now that need great products in their life. They need extra income. They need to be surrounded by a family. I always call us family. Sorry. You are my cousins, guys. But this is something that you can't make up. It's here. And I think it's just so exciting to share that opportunity. So share.
Yes. So as Kim said, ideas for people to invite, people that need extra income, right, guys? So unemployment for COVID is ending again, guys. So you guys might be hearing COVID as an excuse from some people. We see it as an opportunity for people to make income in their lives and not be controlled by somebody else making their paycheck. They might need more fun in their lives, have a similar situation to yours. Might be someone you'd love to work with. Do you guys have a friend or a cousin or an acquaintance that you're like, oh my gosh, they're so much fun. I'd love to work with them. They'd be great at this. Past and upcoming hosts, etc.
I love that some of them are sharing how they'd be stuck in a rut, something to push me with my catering. I just really remember that because there's so many people out there that they have that fear too of telling you why.
Yep. So we're on the how to invite slide, Kim.
Perfect. How to invite. All right. So we have all this verbiage on here and I'm not going to go through it, but I would suggest you screenshot it right now. And then, and this could help you on how to ask about the business. But I'm going to just tell you one thing from my own personal. I get excited when I talk about the business because I want more people that I am surrounded by to do what I'm doing, to get the training, to get the family, to get the products, to get the extra income. Don't ever think, well, my sales aren't good enough, my bookings aren't enough, because it will motivate you to be able to do it with somebody. Because I know that those are the thoughts, because I believe me, I know it, that was me. But I love the camaraderie with the team. And so I just think that you should ask everybody you know.
So speaking of asking everybody, We have an awesome opportunity tomorrow night.
Yep. So tomorrow we have a look and learn opportunity. So one of your homeworks, our goal is to get at least one person to attend this look and learn tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't think that they don't have enough time to get on there, because nothing's better than an impromptu, hey, let's take a look at, you want to see what I do? And we're doing the work for you. So I think that is great. And our results from the last look and learn was 76 people joined our team last month. 76. Okay. So this is a great tool that we're offering you to invite somebody just to see. You don't know. So I would reach out to 5 people and have them all go on there. What a great time, right? It lasts, I think, no more than an hour, and it's a lot of fun. This could take asking one person, and this could take asking 10. Use the wording from how to invite or the host coaching step-by-step to help you. That was on the last slide. And if you have any questions about that, what does it make you feel like to invite somebody to a look and learn opportunity tomorrow?
And tomorrow, guys, is our $50 giveaway ones. Okay, so who on this call was a $50 kit credit recipient in
Pamela
October?
says she got one.
So yep, we have some on here. So tomorrow, when you invite somebody, there's a form you need to fill out by 6:30 p.m. So if you don't know where that is, we'll share that form in our chat. And you'll sign up, you and your person that is going to join you tomorrow. You will pay $5 because that $5 goes towards our $50 kit credits. Okay, guys. And then your director pays an extra $5 for them. Okay. So it's $10 that goes in per person then. And I think we gave away at least the first one in October or September. I don't know. There was 10 of them.
I think so.
Yeah. So, okay, so this is the information, but make sure you ask, because tomorrow is super exciting. What a great day to start off, or great way to start off their holidays. Okay, so your next steps, keep tracking your goal. So we told you guys to do 80 reach outs last week. Guys, a lot of you guys did the 80 already. That is awesome. So start doing those follow-ups, but then start reaching out to the next 80 to reach 160. You guys use your Black Friday contacts this week to ask to host parties. We are asking you to get 8 bookings for December. So really focus on those for your first. But I heard somebody say in the chat here that they're not ready. They want to wait till after the holidays. So get 8 bookings for January. Get yourself set up for success after the new year, so you don't have to work right after Christmas to get your January set up. So start booking those now. That is totally okay. Have one person join our look and learn tomorrow night. Go live on your VIP group or personal page, demonstrating a power tool to get people excited for Pampered Chef. Maybe while you're cooking for Thanksgiving, that's an awesome time to go live. And then you are going to listen to Julie Ritter on bookings and list your 3 takeaways. So we'll send that link with your homework. We'll send all this homework in the chat, guys. So don't stress, but you can take a screenshot if you want to get it set up now. And we'll go from there. So how are you all feeling now? We started off the call with anxious, overwhelmed, nervous. Some people were excited. So I want you guys to share. Let's be positive. What is one thing you are most excited about from what we covered this evening? What is one thing you are most excited about from what we covered this evening? Drop it in the chat. We'll have you drop it in the chat because it is already 9 o'clock.
Diane wrote, excited to keep going and keep following up. Excited to book for January, following up, going live with a quick cooker. Woo woo.
Yep. Awesome. Somebody said getting their 8 parties and keeping their why.
Oh, somebody said look and learn, giving away $50 giveaway.
I'm excited for that. Okay, going live. Awesome. Well, thank you
Booking
guys.
one guest today. Yep, perfect. Sorry. That's exciting, you guys. It makes me so excited to see what you're excited about.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we are very excited. So the reality is, guys, reality check, the only person holding you back is you. When you lose your excuses, you will find your results. Okay. So time, all of us have the same amount of time. All of us have holidays coming up. I want you guys to write into that calendar when you're going to make your time to do it, because everybody's time is different and when they can do it. So get up every morning and remind yourself, I can do this, because if we're positive, we're going to come off as positive. So that is about it for this evening. Kim, anything else that you
No, I could stop recording right now, probably.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks
I-
for joining.